market's going to close up here in 4 minutes, and let's bring Doug Flynn in on this. He's the co-founder of Flynn, Zito Capital Management. yeah, that's right. So you just laugh. Yeah, that's another day in paradise here. So Musk and Trump are swinging at each other on social media. That's a pretty big hit for. I know Tesla goes up and down, but that's a pretty big hit today. So bring me inside the mind of like an investor. They're looking at this, and he's the CEO, and they're selling the stock. What's the thinking?
So, you know, the first thing you have to look at is after it had come down a bit, that stock has rallied since early April by 50%. So it's up 50%, half of that in the last month. And that's a big run, especially for a stock of this size. So, you know, looking for, after a run like that, a reason to sell a bit, you know, they're always looking for a catalyst. And this is as good a reason as any. And so, you know, that is the catalyst that said, hey, after that kind of a run, we're going to take some profits and some selling goes on. But it's more than that also because, you know, behind this, the whole point of him leaving Doge and the government, Elon that is that he's going to go back to Tesla and his other companies full time. He's going to start sleeping at the offices and doing all those things that you want him to do. So this sort of downturn is probably more than you would expect, but a lot of it has to do with the run-up that just happened.
Are there questions, do you think, in the investment community about his competency? In other words, I mean, Elon Musk is one of the great business kind of minds most people agree of our generation in one way, shape, or form, whether you like him or not. And he's also had some spectacular failures, but he's a great risk taker. He says Are there questions now, given everything that's out there about his competency? You think that's part of it for investors?
I think a little bit. Not so much over the last couple of years as he's really executed well on many fronts in many different companies. There's a lot of things that remain to be seen, whether or not he can really pull off the driverless cars and do all that stuff that he says he's going to do. He has overpromised in a lot of ways as well. But I think people do give him a little bit of room because he has had so many successes. So I think it's part of the equation, but it's not a big part. I think that people do believe that his successes far outweigh his failures, and they think that once he gets back to this full time, if he can focus, I think when he's in, he's all in. So hopefully he gets all into back to his companies, and then I think that isn't so much of a concern.
But I wonder if people are questioning that more than they did in the past. And I get it. I've read all the stuff about him in the past. It's not like it was a straight line, and he's had you know all kinds of things that have gone on, and the Twitter purchase. Remember that? All of that. But look, this time around, maybe people saying, is he still got it?
He has to get back with his original base, and what better way to do that would be to distance yourself from the current president, and so that's a good way. If he's going to go back and try to sell a whole bunch of Teslas to people that
you think this is strategic?
In a way, I feel like this is a little bit of play acting. I don't know about the Epstein comment. That one kind of threw me a little bit. But other than that, a little bit of play acting back and forth. Hey, let me get back into the good graces with the people that used to love me. Now they don't. You know, he's got to go back to selling cars and doing a lot of things. And he does need his contracts with the government. But you know Trump, he says a lot of things, and not all of them actually come through. So I think there is a little bit of that. Now, whether it escalates beyond that, I don't know. But I think that's part of it, if you're asking me.
All right. Well, never a dull moment. Thank you, Doug. As always, Doug Flynn on Tesla. That's a rough day for the stock, though.